let's see. So I would like to now introduce you to Bettina. Many of you would know Bettina as a professional chiropractor working alongside her husband, Jim. She's also a passionate advocate for men's mental health and is a loving mother to two young men. Please welcome the lovely Bettina.
Thank you, Anna. I'm assuming you can hear me. Yes, I've got no mic. Awesome. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to tell a little story about this year for me and one element of it. So just, I guess, a really quick snapshot. So I've been a chiropractor for 27 years, and in the last 10, I have been a coach for a lot of people within the profession, but also, outside of the profession as well. And during COVID, one of the things that has been an absolute blessing for me is to support those people who were struggling through that. So whether it was their businesses or their personal lives, but bring the fact that they could bring that into coaching was just such a blessing. And I felt really privileged to be able to do that work with people. And it was interesting that people from all over the world were having different challenges at different times. And one of the places, as we all know, went into pretty severe lockdown was New Zealand, and they were the first to really do that. And from a professional point of view, from a chiropractic point of view, it really impacted the profession because the practices were shut down. And that was really hard for those people there. And as a coach over those years, I've had an opportunity to travel around. I've spoken on many stages all over the world. And one of the people that I have shared stages with and backstage with was a gentleman called David Russell. And he was one of those people that, you knew when you were backstage and everyone was a bit edgy, he always had a laugh or a joke or a smile for you. And, he was just this most lit up person. And so in early May, when I found out that Dave had taken his own life, I couldn't believe it. I actually checked when I got the message from someone. My message back was, "Are you sure that that's who it was?" And I know that for me and a lot of the people that in the profession that I was supporting, there was just this overwhelming disbelief, because he was this light, fun, what seemed to be a happy human being who was just so giving to everybody. He had a profound impact on the way that we do things in chiropractic. He was a long-term lecturer at the New Zealand College, which is considered one of the best in the world. He was actually next year going to take up a position of a brand new chiropractic college in Scotland. And that's been something that's been 10 years in the making. And when I heard that, I thought, I can't think of anyone better to start that process. And so it was just this sense of how do I reconcile the person that I thought I knew and the fact that he was in so much pain that he chose not to be here anymore. And that was something that the people I was supporting was, and the pouring out of grief for this loss. And at a time when we were already under so much pressure and in so much pain because of our own experiences in lockdown, this just seemed like one more thing. And it was, in a way, I look back and I think there were people who reached out to others in the profession. I know I lead in a lot of places, but I got some beautiful phone calls from people saying, "I'm just checking in because I know you support others, but I'm just making sure you're okay too." So it connected us in some ways, and the loss is still there. And I think that the next time we go to an event where we expect him to be there, we're going to feel it all over again. So I wanted to share just 3 things with you today that I know have changed in me as a result of Dave passing. And the first one is that you really just do not know the level of pain that people are in and how deep that can go. The level of pain that would make you decide that you can't go on any further. And I get that now in a different way. The second one is that it is so important to be really genuinely present with people. That when we say, how are you? That we wait for the answer and we listen to the pause, we listen to the things behind their words, and that we don't stop asking until we feel that that is, that they've given us the real answer. And the third one is, I know I will never, ever miss an opportunity to tell someone how brilliant they are, how much they mean to the world, and that they are loved. And I'll never miss those opportunities ever again. So I'm grateful for that. So thank you, Jim, and thank you, Anna. I really am grateful to be sharing here today.
Thank you so much, Bettina, for being so vulnerable and sharing the story of your friend tonight. So it's really important, and the message has come through loud and clear tonight, that we need to check in on our friends and really dig deep and listen, because we never know what they're experiencing. So thank you so much. I'm sending you lots of love. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so please check in on your friends. And I think that's the message, loud and clear, and really listen. And don't accept the first response, because we don't know this. And it's these strong people, the people that we think are the strongest and that do support others and do lots of great things, are one of those as well. Thank you.